Hello everyone, we're just a few days away from the start of the 2024 T20 World Cup, and this is what you need to know in under 5 minutes. Okay, so the 2024 T20 World Cup starts on Sunday the 2nd of June at 1:30 in the morning UK time, but finishes on Saturday the 29th of June, making that a 4-week tournament. Yeah. This time round, a total of 20 teams will take place. That's the most that's ever competed for this trophy. Qualification came via various routes for different teams. Top 8 teams of the world qualified automatically through their ranking. The host nations qualified just by being the hosts, and everybody else qualified through their own international tournaments. Okay, the tournament will be played across 2 different nations. The West Indies, where 6 different stadiums will feature. And as you can see on screen, that's going to be Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Guyana, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Trinidad and Tobago. There'll also be 3 stadiums used in the USA, 2 permanent and 1 that's been built specifically for the tournament. The 3 stadiums in the USA are Central Broward Park in Lauderhill, Florida, the Nassau County Stadium on Long Island, New York, and the Grand Prairie Stadium in Dallas, Texas. Interestingly enough, the Nassau County Stadium on Long Island, New York is the one that's being put up on a temporary basis, with the actual pitch being flown in from Adelaide. Okay, so how does it work? Well, the 20 teams are initially split into 4 groups of 5, A, B, C and D, with 2 groups playing their matches in the West Indies and the other 2 groups playing their matches in the USA. The groups are as follows. Okay, so the point scoring system this time around is 2 points for a win, 0 points for a loss, obviously, and 1 point where no result is possible. Now, that's not me saying for 1 point for a draw, because there will be no draws. In the event of a tie, a super over will be played, and if 1 super over isn't enough, they'll keep on playing super overs until it is enough and we get a winner. In the group stages, we need a minimum of 5 overs per innings to constitute a game, but when we get to the semis and the final, that turns into 10 overs a minimum to constitute a game. Both semi-finals and final have a reserve day planned in just in case we get inclement weather and it affects the game. So when all the initial group round-robin phase is completed, the first and second place from each of the 4 groups will go into what we call the Super 8s. I don't know why they call it the Super 8s. Admittedly, there are 8 teams, but they're then divided into 2 groups of 4. I don't think we can have the Super 2x4s. Again, they'll play each other. So there'll be 2 groups of 4. The top 2 from those 2 groups will go into the semi-finals, and we know how that works. Interestingly enough, the ICC have already planned and banked on the top 8 seeds all going through, and they've planned accordingly. All games from the second set of group games, the second lot of round-robin games, will be played in the West Indies. For UK viewers, watching the games in the US may prove a little bit difficult, as they all start in the very early hours of the morning. That first game starts at 1:30 in the morning. However, the West Indies-based games all start around 3:30 in the afternoon, which is pretty decent. And I'm pleased to say, I'm sure you all know, that England are the reigning champions after beating Pakistan in 2022 in Melbourne. However, this time around, the bookies have it a little bit different. India are the favourites, according to the bookies, then Australia, then England come in third. For me, although I can't really consider USA to be a threat, I do consider the West Indies to be a threat, and I don't think we can forget about them. I think first of all, they're on home soil, they're full of batting talent, a lot of T20 experience, and they're totally unpredictable, so anything could happen, and I could actually see them winning. But my money's still on England. Okay, that's me done. That was a quick one. Let's see what happens in June, eh? If, as always, if you liked this video, please leave me a like. Feel free to leave me a comment. Tell me if there's anything. Can you see any upsets happening? Who are the underdogs? Where are the surprise results likely to happen? But as always, until then, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.